Hello and welcome back to the Last Thoughts blog. As you can see, I've got Dom with me, and we are here today to do our weekly player ratings video from the 1-0 defeat at MK yesterday. So obviously starting in goal, Dom, penalty save for Thomas Holy. What did you think of his performance?
I thought he's okay, done his job, saved the penalty ultimately and done really well for the rebound, so yeah, I thought he had a solid game again. Out of 10, solid 7.
Yeah,
I think that's fair enough.
Yeah, quite an easy 7 to give that one. So we'll move on to the centre halves, and I'll start with the one that's come under the most criticism this season, Max Amer.
Yeah.
I'd probably give him 6.5. Yesterday.
I agree with that. Yeah.
It was probably best game of the season so far, I think.
Yeah.
But obviously still had that moment in the first half where it could potentially have been really costly, where he got caught dilly-dallying on the ball again.
But then recovered for that one-on-one, didn't he? Yeah. I think it would have been a solid 7 if he didn't do those mistakes. Yeah. But yeah, I think he's getting better, and that's only good for us, isn't it? So yeah, that's fair enough rating, I think.
Moving on, Alex Lacey.
I'd say 7. I know you was impressed with him. Apart from the goal, which he did lose his man, but I think he was solid. He's going to be like O'Neill and Zakawani, just solid every week. He might have a little lapse in concentration, but he's going to be consistent in what he's doing. So yeah, I think a 7. I think it'd be fair enough. Yeah,
I'd probably go with 7. I probably would have given him an 8 if it wasn't for the goal. Yeah. Apart from that, I thought he was outstanding.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
But obviously he has let the man slip for the goal, so we'll have to knock a mark off for that. As for honest, 7, I'd probably go with that for Gabby as well.
Yeah, Mr. Consistent. That's what he's going to be. That's what you expect that from him. He's done what he needs to do. When he needed to tackle, he needed to tackle. When he needed to clear it, he needed to clear it. So yeah, consistent from him as well again. Yeah.
To move on to right wing back, Luke O'Neill, another one who's generally been pretty consistent so far. What did you think of him yesterday?
I'll give him a 6.5. I think when he did get forward, I think his balls into the box were poor. We didn't really try and find ease like we're supposed to. Defensively fine again. He didn't do any mistakes or anything major like that. But I think like we said on the podcast, it's the going forward with the full backs that lets them down, or the wing backs, sorry, that lets them down a bit. So yeah, 6.5 I think.
So it'd probably be the same for Conor Ogilvie as well on the left hand side.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same. Yeah. They seem to score the same mark every single week.
At least they're consistent.
We say the same thing. They're good defensively, but for that wing back role, they're not quite attack minded enough.
Yeah.
But moving into midfield, and we'll start with Josh Wright, who obviously missed the penalty.
He was pretty non-existent, wasn't he, a bit? And the penalty miss, I think, just sums up sort of our start and his start to the season, really. I'll give him a 5.5. I don't want to be too harsh, I don't want to be too praiseful, but I think a 5.5 is around about the mark where I think I can rate him for yesterday.
Yeah, you've been more generous than me. I'd have given him 5.
A bit harsh.
I think I did last week as well. Mark Byrne, wasn't it, who played with him in centre midfield?
Yeah.
Do you think he was any better?
I think he was better in the sense that he'd done more work, run around a bit more, put his foot in when he needed to. So I'll give him a solid 6, I think.
Yeah, I can go with that. Obviously in the attacking midfield position, the skipper, Lee Martin.
5.5, just wasn't there, was he? Weren't at the races, weren't creating. I don't know with him. It's painful. I know he's trying his best. He's trying to create stuff, but it's just not working. I know what in front of him isn't the best. Yeah. That's probably what's tampering with him. But no, I think that's my rating. I think that's justified. I think. What about you?
Yeah, I probably agree. It's not helped by the fact that he's trying to do it all on his own. If he had a couple of better players around him helping him out, he'd probably look better. But it is what it is. It wasn't his best game yesterday. But now I'm sure the position everyone's really keen to hear Dom's marks on, the 2 strikers. We'll start with, where shall we start?
My mate.
Let's start with Josh Parker.
Yeah, my mate Josh Parker. 4. He's just not a striker, is he? We said it.
He's not.
How many weeks we said this now?
Not,
He's not a striker. I mean, he had one tame shot in the first 30 seconds, and apart from that, missing again, just didn't do anything. And once again, he's been outshadowed by the person that's replaced him. We'll touch on him in a bit.
Obviously the target man, Tom Eaves. Do you think he fared any better?
No. I think you said it in your fan cam, that over a kick in the last minute when he just booted their player straight in there. I think that just sums him up at this moment in time. I mean, you're what, 6'5" or whatever. Why are you not trying to flick that on? Like, we have people in the box. It's just been a free kick or a corner, and he's trying to be the hero, trying to be Mr. Spectacular, and it just didn't work at all, did it?
So your mark for him would be
4.5, just marginally better than Parkinson. He played a bit longer.
But with the subs, we obviously had Liam Nash come on.
Yeah.
Probably an improvement on the other two.
Big improvement. I'd give him 7.5. He won the penalty, even though we didn't really think it was a penalty. He's probably done more in his 30 minutes than he did than anyone else in the team, to be honest. And I think I would go as far as saying he's probably our best player if you had someone to pick out of the game.
Who else would bring on? Obviously Darren Oldacre.
Yeah, I don't think he played long enough to sort of criticise or So I give him just a solid 6.
Yeah, he didn't really get involved, he didn't really have time to. But I believe we've run through everyone now.
Yeah.
So yeah, another defeat for Gills.
No goals again.
Hopefully it's not the same story coming from us every single week.
Yeah.
But feel free to share your player ratings with us. It'd be interesting to know how yours are compared to ours. Thanks for watching. Keep liking, keep subscribing, and up the Gills.
Up the Gills.